is the health and wellness reading. Okay, so let me show you guys your selection. Okay, so you have the bell group right here. I like that. You have the sheep, or yeah, it's a sheep. I was going to say maybe it's a lamb, but no, it's a sheep. And then you have this pretty ring here. Okay, it's platinum or whatever. I don't remember. Don't remember what the stone was, but it's a platinum ring. Okay, so a ring is the third group. Okay, so take a moment to pause the video and figure out which pile is for you. I recommend that you only choose one pile. However, if you feel guided to choose more than one, then you may choose more than one. But if you choose more than one, then know that you may get a little confused. But take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it exactly where it is. Disclaimer: this reading is not meant to replace real medical advice from a physician, a licensed physician, or at least a holistic practitioner, a licensed one. Please use good common sense. These readings are meant to help give insight and spiritual insight and spiritual advice. However, it's not meant to replace real medical help. Please see a doctor and know that a clinic, hospital, urgent care, emergency, they cannot turn you away if you truly need help. At least I know an emergency at a hospital, they cannot turn you away if you truly need help. They just have to bill you. Now, my channel, I like to give health and wellness readings that are more holistic in nature, based off of natural health and advice. So I may recommend herbs, and the deck that I'm using is the Herbal Tarot. Okay, and on each tarot card there is an herb that is associated with that card. And I'm familiar with a lot of the herbs, and for those that I'm not, I'm going to be reading from the manual here so that you can know more about the health concern related to that herb. Okay, and then I may throw out some health tips and things of that sort. Okay, now because we're going into flu cold season right now, I'm going to tell you guys this. I'm going to tell y'all this. Go out no matter what's going on. If you think you want to protect yourself from getting a cold, a fever, a flu, even if you want to boost your immune system to try to avoid getting sick with COVID or to fight it. And by the way, this is a disclaimer. Like I said, go to the CDC website for real information about COVID, but these are just natural health suggestions on boosting your immune system. I cannot make any claims to this. However, from my experience, these things have been very helpful. Okay, you can go to Whole Foods, Sprouts, and some Walmarts and some Targets, Walgreens, Rite Aids, drugstores, or whatever. They may carry these things. Okay, you can also find these on Amazon, and you can go to their official websites. This is the wellness formula. This is the liquid version. So this is the herbal resistance liquid, and this one, these are the capsules. Okay, they're both for daily immune support. I highly recommend them. They have herbs in them like echinacea and garlic and ginger and elderberry, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, all the things that, selenium, all the things they tell you that will help boost your immune system anyway. Okay, vitamin A, and get yourself some black seed oil. This has been known to be good for, I don't know, it's known to be a cure-all, right? But that's the reputation it has. Okay, do your own research to find out how it can help you. However, it has been known to help with almost every health issue known to man. However, that is based off of what I have heard in my own research. And finally, let me point out to you, and I probably should already have these here. Okay, vitamin C, and this is ester C. This is for those of you, and it's either ester C or you can find buffered vitamin C. Okay, you can find these in your local health food store. All of these that I mentioned, you can find in your local health food store. You may find in your local drugstore or your local grocery store or Walmart or Target. You know, Sprouts Market, Fresh Market, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Amazon. Okay, but yeah. Ester C and buffered vitamin C is for those whose stomach may be quite sensitive to acidic type of things. And regular vitamin C for anybody who can take it. These are chewables. I give this to my son. And sometimes I take them because you can take and grab them real quick. And we take those every day. Okay. That's the keep from getting sick. And if you think you're getting sick, you know, bump it up. Now, like I said, I'm not a physician. I'm just into holistic natural health. And because we're going into cold and flu season, I feel like, you know, it'll be helpful for you guys to know about those things. Okay. Now, there's tons of other things you guys can do. Drink teas. My favorite is detox tea. You can find that in Walmart, Target, grocery stores in the tea section as well, or in the health section. Green tea, matcha, all that for weight loss and energy. All right. So, now that we're past the intro, okay, I hope you guys have had time to pause the video beforehand, or, you know, you were thinking about which pile you want to select while I was telling you guys about those things, because now I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to bring this down here a little bit more so you can see more of the table so that I have more room. Okay, and then I like to do one of these numbers. Clear out the energy. And then one more. It feels this, I don't know why, you guys, but this feels really good. It's so calming, it's so soothing. And sometimes I use this, it's a singing bowl. I use it sometimes. Okay. All right. So let's go with it. So if you chose the first pile, which is, actually, maybe I'll put these over here. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I should have put them over there. Okay. So if you chose the bill pile, then let's see what you guys have. Okay. What do you guys have here? So we have advice cards, and we also have tarot cards and some oracle cards. Actually, by the way, you guys, go to the top right hand corner screen, click on the three dots, and click on speed settings, and then click on put on either 1.5x or 2x so that this video plays in half the amount of time. Okay. All right. That way you can hear everything and you won't miss anything. It just plays in literally half the amount of time. All right, what do you guys got here? So what's going on with your health and your wellness? And you guys, your health and wellness can be your mental, emotional, and your physical and spiritual health and well-being. Okay. So keep that in mind, that I may be picking up on situations that's going on in your life that may be affecting your health. I may be picking up on, you know, whatever that may be affecting your health, whether it's something physical in nature, emotional, or, you know, something going on in general in your life. Okay. And then I have a few cards here that I have. So let's see, you guys, what is going on? Okay, Bell group, the first group. You guys, you have the Magician in reverse. You have the Emperor. Okay. And so I just want to start out the energy that I'm looking at here, before I even get into the herbs that are on the cards that are going to be more telling of what kind of health issue you have going on, based off the fact that this is the herbal tarot deck that I'm using. Okay. Um, and this is still a new deck, so I'm still learning it. So I'm still going to look in the book based off of what the author wants you to know about the health conditions or whatever you may be going through. But the general energy I'm looking at here, someone here feels unempowered or unable to make something happen or to make the best or the most of their situation here. Someone's unable to create something. This may be an infertile period for someone. This may be someone feeling like they do not have the skills to make a really serious or major decision here. Somebody may need to literally take control of a situation and make an ultimate choice or decision, or behave in manners or rule in manners that will allow them to do what's not only best for themselves but also for for others involved in the situation. Okay, because an emperor, he rules empires, and this is gender neutral, but he literally will do what's best for everyone involved, not just himself. Um, that's operating in high vibrational energy. If he was in reverse, then he would just do whatever suits his purpose, and he would literally be a dictator. But this is not a dictator when he's in the upright position. In the upright position, he is a benevolent ruler, a wise ruler. Okay. And he's looking out for everyone involved in the situation, not just himself. Okay. He's thinking about everyone, not just himself. But he knows he has to make the tough calls and the tough decisions, regardless of how much this may hurt or how much hard this may even be. Even when he's unsure of what may be the wisest decision, he literally will seek out wise counsel through others that he may trust, like trusting wise counsel. He may seek out legal or professional advice, medical advice, whatever he needs to do, or speak with elders or whatever. He's definitely going to do his research. He's not going to just make a decision at all based on feelings and emotions alone. Okay, he's going to make a decision that is going to literally make the most sense. He's also very strategic and wise. Okay, so and for some reason I'm also hearing that someone has a aging father, or a father that is an elder or something like that. Okay, but someone here, I feel like they either don't know how to be as mature as they need to make a certain decision, or they feel unempowered to make their wisest decision in a tough decision. Okay. Or someone just feel like they don't have the skills, they don't have the resources, they don't have what they need, or they can't make it happen. Now, that's that particular energy. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get into the particular herb for each card and the actual and this, the actual health conditions that may come with it. Okay. Now, I also want to point out, because these are two major arcana cards, I feel like this really is something that is life-changing, this situation. It's something serious. Okay. Now, okay, with the Magician here. So the astragalus herb is an herb of creativity. Okay. So someone may feel like they don't have an idea what to do in the situation, or they are all out of ideas. Okay. On whatever's going on here that they need to take charge or control over and make a decision over. It is a digestive and a diuretic type of herb. Okay. Now, if you guys are not familiar with what a diuretic is, well, we all know the digestive system is all about, if you have like things going on in your gut or whatever, or if you're having stomach issues like nausea, or if you're, maybe you may have eaten something that, you may be having a hard time really breaking down in your system. Okay, but a diuretic is something that it will literally make you um run something out of your system through urine. Okay, it helps you to cleanse and detox through your urine. So that's what a diuretic is. Okay, it's likely to make you go urinate. The root is used to increase energy and aid assimilation and digestion. It is also the most powerful herbal immune tonic known. Okay. Um, so symbolically, poor assimilation of food and ideas, weakness, fatigue, sluggishness, tendency to be cold. Divinatory meanings. So yeah, you guys, we already touched on the fact that you guys may be having issues with creativity or ideas, um, or feeling like you don't have any options or the ability to make something happen, or to create something. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on from that. So those are the health issues that may be relating to um, what's going on for some of you guys. Okay. Moving on to the emperor. Now let's see, the herb here that we have is, I'll be honest with you guys, I cannot pronounce this. um atracinolote, something of that sort. So let's see what the author is saying about that particular herb in regards to what potential health issue you guys may be having. Bear with me, guys. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. Okay. The root of atracitylose is used both for increasing the power of digestion and for increasing energy. It is a carminative and a diuretic and a tonic, and it reduces abdominal bloating and gas. Okay. So you guys, once again, this is pointing out that you may have some issues with digestion. So you may have weak digestion and elimination, a tendency towards heaviness or bloating. And when one is bogged down on any level, this kind of energy is also what may be coming up for you guys. Difficulty in assimilating ideas or situations. In regards to other issues, power of organization, protection, greatness and importance achieved, and dominion. All right, so it's very clear here that it's pointing out, according to the author, these particular herbs, you guys may be experiencing digestive issues, bloating, and those kind of things. Okay. Spiritually or just in general, you guys may be having a hard time with ideas, creativity, or trying to really make a situation work, or try to figure things out, how to make things work, or how to make a wiser decision, or the most insightful or mature decision. Hold on, you guys. I got one more thing I need to grab. And so, since I already have it here, I keep a lot of vitamins and herbs here in my room. I have more that I could grab from downstairs, but I'm not going to go all the way downstairs to the kitchen to get it. But for those of you guys who are having digestive issues, marshmallow root. You can find this from a health food store, Amazon, or your local drugstore. Possibly you may be able to find some teas that has marshmallow root in it. Okay. I have a couple of teas that you guys, what is the name of it? Belly Comfort by Traditional Medicinals. If you guys get lemon ginger tea by Traditional Medicinals or from any brand, ginger, if you guys find ginger tea, or if you buy the actual ginger herb, you can buy it from the grocery store, dice it up, put it in some hot water, drink it, or you can chew it by itself if you can stand how spicy it is. Okay, it's very spicy. Fennel. Okay, so FENNEL. You guys take notes because these are things that really can help. Fennel and ginger, GINGER, and I already just showed you guys this one, marshmallow root. You can find these things generally in your local store, usually in tea form. Okay, if you want it in the capsule form, like what I have there, um, you might need to go to the actual health food store to find it. Okay, so those are things that can help with your digestion. Okay, sometimes apple cider vinegar can also help as well, but you need to add that to a full cup of water, like a teaspoon to a full cup of water. Okay, mix it up. Calcium, magnesium can help with um, if you are having what they call heartburn from digestive issues. And if you look at like Tums or Rolaids, you'll see calcium, magnesium is the primary ingredient in it. Okay, that's actually helpful. So you can find those vitamins, like I said, at a GNC, health food store, your local grocery store, if you look in the health section. Okay. All right. Moving forward, some potential other things that may be going on with your health here: sex addiction. You guys take what resonates and what doesn't, leave it where it is, because so many of you guys, some of you, there's some sort of issues with your safety or safety hazards. So you guys may be in an unsafe environment, whether it's at home or work or somewhere that you hang out. Irritable, uh, so irritability, moodiness. So some of you guys may be experiencing being irritable or moodiness. Some of you guys may be having hormone issues here. Hormones may be imbalanced. And for women, if your hormones are imbalanced, chaste berry, so CHASTE space berry, BERRY. Like I said, look for that in your GNC health food store. It's You might find it in a grocery store in the vitamin section, but it's rare. So look in your drugstore, health food store, or a GNC. For men, if your hormones, like if your testosterone is low, tribulus, okay, tribulus terrestris. But I'm not even I know how to spell it, but it's going to be confusing. Tribulus, TRIBILUS, terrestris, TRRESISTAI, something like that. Okay, spelling bees, they're my favorite thing. Okay, but arteries, cholesterol. Someone may be having issues with their arteries or the cholesterol. Maybe they're clogged or the cholesterol is too high. You guys might want to back off of any greasy foods, fried foods, um, fast food, anything that may not be healthy for you. Okay. Um, Weight. Some of you guys are having issues with your weight. Now, we all know exercise can help. I'm not a big fan of exercise. So for me, I do what feels good, what feels right. I go walking. I hate running. I hate jogging. So I go walking. I can run though, and I can jog, but it's not preferred. So I go walking. I like bike riding. It feels easier as well. But hey, it's all exercise, right? It all counts. I do walking, long distance walking, but I also do fast paced walking. Um, Dance fitness classes. Those classes are amazing. Men and women can take them, and they're wonderful. They're fun. It doesn't even feel like exercise. It just feels like you're having a good time. Um, and Something else you guys might want to consider. Um, for some reason I'm thinking swimming. Somebody out there may need to consider swimming, especially if you are really heavy set. My mother used to take these classes, especially also if you have any issues with your joints for any reason. um when you're in the water there, you can do exercise so easy because obviously it makes you weightless. And so, but you are doing the work because you still have to move around in that water, so you're pushing back on that water. Look for a water aerobics class or learn how to swim. That is real exercise. I've done it before and felt sore days later. Okay, the next day and the day after that. Something else that can help with weight loss is green tea and matcha green tea. Okay, I like matcha green tea the best because I notice weight loss and I didn't wasn't even exercising, okay? And I still was eating certain things that I probably shouldn't have been eating. But it speeds up your metabolism. And if you are working out or exercising, it will give you better stamina to do workouts and exercises, because I noticed I was able to do so much more than I normally had ever been able to do, and my father knows the same thing. And it's something about the way it works with the chemicals in your brain. I think it increases the dopamine. So when you go to work out and whatnot, um, later on, usually you feel it in your muscles. It blocks that sore feeling out. And I think it's because of the increase of dopamine. It's like an athlete's go to, literally, matcha and things like that. It's like the best kept secret, you know. I discovered it through a friend, and it was the best thing ever. So you guys might want to try it. The matcha, matcha, or just some green tea. Okay. Liver. Some of you guys may be experiencing issues with your liver, and a lot of people, it's either they have fatty liver and they don't know it, from eating a lot of fast food, junk food, and whatnot, or just eating unhealthy. And for others, um, literally drinking too much, consuming too much alcohol. Some of you consuming too much coffee. Um, People would be surprised what could affect their liver. Okay. And a lot of times when the liver is overwhelmed, or, you may not know it until the issue is extreme. And I mean, so extreme where you end up in the hospital or with a serious health issue or ailment. So please don't ignore that you may have issues with your liver. Go look up Dr. Eric, Eric Berg, Berg, here on YouTube. His videos are priceless, gold and platinum, literally. He has so many videos that are healthy videos that literally teaches you all about health and different health issues. They're very, very short videos. He's straight to the point, and he explains everything where it makes sense. And then he gives helpful health tips and advice. Please do not sleep on that man. Look him up, subscribe, watch him. I'm not being paid to tell you this. I found him myself, and I've never regretted watching his channel. Dr. Mendel is also great as well, but Dr. Eric Berg, look him up here on YouTube, okay? He will change your life. All right. So let's get into all the other things that could be contributing here to your health and wellness, okay? Now that we've gotten actual physical health issues out of the way, or potential things that are in the way for whatever reason, let's now talk about other things that might be impacting your health and your wellness or your well-being. So you guys have discontent, you have denial, okay, and you have the life force card in reverse, the Aphrodite card in reverse. Interesting enough, you guys had the sex addiction card to come up. So you guys could be literally and yeah, you got irritability and moodiness. These things are known to be side effects of not getting any. Okay. So some of you may actually be experiencing a withdrawal from intimacy, having regular intimacy in your life. Some of you could actually have an issue with having a sex addiction, where some of you just not getting any or haven't been getting any for quite some time. Some of you, you're just not getting what you're used to getting or what you would prefer to get, and it's causing you irritability. Some of you, it could be due to hormone issues. Your hormone is off all of a sudden. It could be because of weight gain, or cholesterol, issues affecting your blood flow to your reproductive organs or your liver. Because like I said, all these things are connected one way or another. If your liver is not right, or if your weight is heavy, if you're having blocked blood flow because of high cholesterol or arteries, or it's all going to affect your hormones. It's all going to affect your blood flow. It's all going to affect your health physically, reproductively, and it's also going to make you an unpleasant person, and vice versa if you're not getting any. You know what I'm saying? It all has its impact. So the thing about it is, but what are you in denial about here, though? Are you, some of you, in denial about the fact that, yeah, you do have a sex addiction and you may need to be in this withdrawal period? Some of you may be trying to not feed this. Some of you may be actually feeding this because you also have safety and safety hazards. Some of you may be literally willing to be out there a whole lot and putting yourself at a risk for picking up an STD, and that could end up threatening your health. Okay, some of you could be, um, concerned about picking something up from someone, whether it's COVID or an STD, from being out there, and therefore you could be withdrawing and having intimacy with anybody, and therefore this is really causing you issue. And some of you could be realizing you have a sex addiction, while some of you could be in denial about it, and you're not really understanding why you feel like you have such a problem here with your urges or feeling so discontent. Okay, because maybe you shouldn't be this discontent with not getting any, but it's like you're so used to, whatever your lifestyle was prior to the, this period of time here, whether it was pre-COVID or just now, so interesting enough. So this could also be having you guys feeling unempowered and feeling like, well, I don't know what else to do here, or I gotta, just be wise and be strong. But interesting enough, you guys, perseverance card in reverse, wisdom card in reverse, gossip in reverse. So yeah, you guys, this is interesting. You have a level of, once again, feeling unempowered and not knowing what to do, how to go about this. As I said earlier, you want to be wise. You want to make the wisest decisions. You want to do what's going to make sense, what's going to be wise for not only yourself, but even others. And it's like I said, you're probably considering, is this going to be healthy or not? Is this going to make sense? Maybe you don't feel it's healthy for you to get involved with others right now for a lot of reasons. Okay. Maybe you don't get, caught up, or you don't want to overcommit, or you don't want to, like I said, be out there picking things up. But either way go, you're not caring, what anybody's saying about, whatever. I feel like you're wise enough and mature enough to not give in to peer pressure, to not really care about, anybody trying to put any pressure on you. It's like one of those things, you may be realizing, hey, you need to do what's going to make the most sense for, not only just yourself, but everybody. Interesting enough, while you may be trying to tune all the chatter out around you, or what others are saying to you, about you, or whatever, at the same time, with the Page of Wands, um, you're still kind of communicating anyway, because you have the Page of Wands here, and there is still communication here. Um, Either you're communicating with somebody or someone else is trying to communicate with you, but it feels like there's an obstacle or a challenge here, either way it go, because maybe you don't want to give in to um someone or somebody in your situation. Maybe because you feel like you need to figure some things out first. You need to figure out what really is going to be the best thing here, or what's going to really make the most sense. You haven't completely closed off, but which is obviously why the communication card is here, because someone's either trying to reach you, or you're still open to letting them reach you, or you maybe even open to reaching out to them, but it's limited. It's a challenge. It's an obstacle for some reason. Okay. Um, it's because, like I said, there's something here that, like I said, some of you may really have something, may have a hold on you here in this situation. There's certain habits you're used to, or there's just someone that you really are, um, you find kind of hard to resist, or there's something that's hard for you to resist. But with the Six of Swords here, you really do want to get out of what may feel like a difficult situation or a rocky situation and move forward. Or you may actually be trying to move forward, or may actually be seeing progress with getting past whatever issues you've been dealing with. Interesting enough also though, either you're seeing red flags or yeah, either you're signaling red flags either because you see them yourself or someone else is showing you red flags. Okay. You have a no in the reverse. And I don't know if it's because someone's not willing to take no for an answer, or you just can't, like I said, resist. You can't say no to whoever this is communicating with you, or whoever this is that's reaching out to you, or you want to reach out to them, or whatever. Like I said, but you have the Knight of Pentacles, in which it's like you really are, I don't want to say you're trying to turn your back to this, but you're trying to resist this. You're trying to resist this, but you're trying to do so just to buy yourself at least enough time to really think about what it is that you need to do here or want to do here. As if you want to decide if you want to give something of some value, or accept something that may hold some value or not. Interesting enough. Now, and I'm going to leave that as is because I usually read my side cards in reverse. But the fact that I wanted to flip it upright, it's like something is a possible no. I want to clarify that. So I'm going to pull my cards here because I want to clarify that. Like, okay, I'm not going to bother with that deck. That was going to take too long. I'm going to grab another deck here because I want to clarify that no. I don't like to leave anything left unanswered, at least with details. And I need to clarify anyway, because as we move into the advice, there's something that you do not think is a possible thing for some reason. Like you don't think it's possible because that yes was sitting in reverse. But when I read my advice cards, I always read them in terms of the actual advice in the upright. But I always pay attention into the direction that they come out in, because it does speak to me. It does say something about the energy. So you have a yes. You have a yes. But I want to find out what that no in reverse is about. I mean, I guess that no is still a yes, but let's go ahead and clarify it. And then I'm going to clarify this. I'm going to clarify that one and then clarify this one. And if we get generally something similar, then it'll make sense. Okay, so clarifying the no, so that I can clarify the next one. So last shuffle on this. There it is. Okay. So the no in reverse, this is regards to the Empress. Okay. The Empress here, she could be a mother. She could be someone pregnant. This could be about children. This could, because there's kittens there. Usually the Empress is pregnant, but the Empress is also someone who they plant their seeds and they invest in them to watch them grow into a prosperous crop. Okay. However, if you're an irresponsible Empress, then you may not invest wisely into the seeds you planted and therefore reap the best rewards. However, in the upright, she invested properly. Therefore, she's going to reap what she sowed, which is if it was good karma, then that's what she's going to get. If it was, bad, then that's what she's going to get. But it should be something good here, because usually she plants her seeds and she's prosperous and she gets a huge crop, and it's a blessing. Okay. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay. So, and I want to say this for somebody out there, because hormones, they come up and things of that sort. And this, there may be someone out there that, uh, they may be thinking about their fertility and having kids and whatnot, and they might be thinking they can't have kids because of, whatever's going on with their hormones, or, maybe because they don't have an active, intimate life or whatever. But something is possible. Okay, something is possible here in that regard. But in terms of receiving your blessings for whatever hard work you put in, that is definitely something possible here. Okay, making the right choices, doing the right thing. So if you put in the effort also to take care of your health, you will overcome this obstacle and this challenge of whatever health issues you are going through also as well. So keep that in mind. That's a good sign. Now I'm gonna clarify that other yes here real quick. And then we're going to move forward with the other advice cards, and then that will be your reading. And hopefully you guys went to the top right hand corner of the screen. And this is for those of you who are watching this later, because this is being recorded live. If you went to the top right hand corner of the screen, click on the three dots, click on speed settings, and then put it on 1.5x or 2x. Okay. That way you can watch the video in half the amount of time. And if you're coming in live and you want to either rewind or move forward, you can do, you actually can do that, you guys. Okay. So, all right, what's going on here with this yes, to clarify the yes? What is this yes about? Since we already clarified the no reverse, which is basically yes, let's see if this coincides with the other answer, or if this is about something else here relating to you guys' health and wellness in this situation. Oops. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. I want one to pop. If it doesn't pop, then I'll just pull it out. But I prefer a card to fall out or pop or something. Is what I prefer. There we go. All right, and this falls out sideways. So you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords sideways. So this yes is pretty much telling you guys, yeah, you need to take a break half of the time. And half the time you're not taking a break. But you need to. Give this a half, give this a break. Give this a rest a little bit. You don't have to give this a rest entirely, but it's pointing out that you need probably a bit more rest. You probably need to relax more. You probably need to even take a vacation, because something else that I know about the Six of Swords is sometimes the Six of Swords literally is getting away for a nice trip or a vacation to do what? To unwind, to relax. So the Six of Swords, while it can mean want to see things smooth out or go from a rocky or rough situation or difficult situation into a better or calmer one, that card also can signify trips, getting away, a vacation, traveling. Okay. And being that the Four of Swords is here, I feel like you guys, whatever you're going through, you kind of need a break from it. And that could mean you just need to get more rest. You may need to relax. You may need to go on a retreat, or take a retreat from wherever this, or you may need to just go on a trip or have some fun or relax. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, take a complete break from this, but try doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I feel like it's telling you, find healthy balance between doing things and being active, and also learn how to take a break and take it easy sometimes. Okay, so that's what's pretty much, I feel like it's telling you, take it easy sometimes, because I feel like half the time you're not doing this. Half the time you're taking a break, other half the time you're not. Now this also can go the other way for some of you. Some of you could be taking a break a little bit too much. And those of you out there, if it's you or not. Some of you are lazy out there, and you've been taking too much of a break and not doing anything. And you may need to get more proactive. Okay. So if you know you haven't been doing any exercise, you haven't been doing anything to influence your health or anything of that sort, get to it. Okay. You have to be proactive in your health. At least, at least make the effort, at least try. You may not be perfect all the time, but at least try half the time or sometimes. Okay. All right. So you have no need to worry. Okay. So you have a yes, no need to worry. Get you some rest, you know, um, but also make sure to be proactive. You have decide the outcome. You have rise and shine. And what did I say about some of you guys being lazy and not really doing anything or being proactive? This was in the reverse. And I always read my advice cards in the upright. But remember, I told you guys in the beginning, I pay attention to how they come out. This came out in reverse because it's saying some of y'all haven't been rising to the occasion. Some of y'all been chilling a little bit too much, relaxing too much, sitting on your butt too much, laying around too much, hiding out in the dark. Open your blinds, open your windows, let some light in, let some fresh air in. Get up, move, walk around. Even if you're working from home, get up, move, walk around. Do something. Do a jumping jack, do some lunges, something, anything. Go for a walk on your break or your lunch break, okay? There's no excuse not to. Rise and shine. Do something, you guys. Be proactive. Because this is affecting your health and your well-being overall, okay? You have 10 of Cups. This is a card showing that you're going to gain overall contentness and happiness. That's a wish fulfillment card. Okay, so it's pointing out a contented, rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs will be met or are met. Trustworthy relationships, but whatever it is that you desire to have, that's literally having it all. And for some of you, you may want a family. That's the ultimate card for getting a family. Okay, whether you want to get settled down and have kids, get married, whatever, or just have kids, whatever kind of family you want, that's that. But the 10 of Cups is all about a happy, fulfilled life. And some of you have been feeling not very content and feeling very lackluster, not very enthused or enthusiastic. Some of you, you're not even having any pleasure in your life or anything, and you're in denial about all this. It's time for you guys to do something about it, though. Okay, be more proactive. And for those of you who may be doing too much, chill out a little bit. Find a healthy balance between the both. Okay, you have the King of Earth. Now, this was in reverse because it's pointing out that you guys may feel not very much empowered in your prosperity, your abundance, your money, your health, your security. You may feel unstable, but this is pointing out that you are going to find stability and security. You're going to find improved health and prosperity in your life and financial situations improving. But this is going to require you to, for one, being more positive, two, being more proactive in how you can make that happen. And it's pointing out a successful time and that you can confidently accept opportunities you're offered, and you have the Midas touch. You will if you don't feel like you have it now. Okay, it's also energy of being generous, professional energy, responsible, and being practical. Okay, so that's energy you may begin to take on. Okay, you have a card telling you to be bold. Okay, unleash your adventurous side, take risk, and be daring. So for those of you who feel like your life is lackluster and you don't feel very motivated, like you're really getting to enjoy your life very much, um and like I said, that's part of what you guys may be missing, and you're in denial about the fact that if you're unhappy in life, you need to be more proactive. You need to do something about it. Some of you are afraid to take risk, and that's understandable, but don't be afraid to enjoy your life a little bit. So maybe if somebody's reaching out to you, it might be okay to reach back, but you guys decide. You take the time to decide, be wise, but don't forget that you do have to be proactive in some form. You have writing. This came up in reverse because you guys probably should be writing, but you haven't been doing so. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. And, well, that was your reading, you guys. That was your reading. So, I'm going to leave that at that, and I'm going to move forward to the next group. Okay, and let me write down the timestamp so it will be there later. And if you guys beat me to the timestamps, please post them. So, group 2, well, group 1 started somewhere around, I think, 6 minutes and 47 seconds, or 7 minutes, I don't know, one or the other. And group 2 here is going to start at, I'm going to say it starts at 51 minutes. 51 or 52 minutes. We're just going to say 52 minutes. Okay. Sorry. All right. I'm just going to, let me just put all these to the side. I appreciate you guys being patient with me here. And please, thank you for those of you who hit the like button. I appreciate that a whole lot. And if you can comment later on or when this video or when you're doing your reading, I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to throw these back in with the rest of those. I don't understand where that deck is, but okay. I'm so organized that I feel like I have to put all these back up. Because I feel like if I don't, I'm going to lose them. So I just might as well do it now. All right, you guys. You're reading here for the ring group. Okay. Group 2, ring group. So, as I said before, with the others, I'm not a medical professional, and 9 times out of 10, you guys skip the very beginning. Go to the top right-hand corner of your screen, click on the 3 dots, click on the speed settings, and put it on either 1.5x or 2x so you can hear the reading in half the amount of time. If you fail to do this, then you will be sitting here for a long time with the reading. And if you're fine with that, no problem. But some people complain, your readings are too long. Well, I like to give the most information, and you either want to hear it or you don't want to hear it. And the best way to hear it, if you want to hear it in the least amount of time, just change the speed settings. Don't make it difficult, okay? All right, and also, I'm not a medical professional. I'm into holistic health, and I'm using the herbal tarot here to give you guys details that you may have health issues with based off of the herbs that are here for this particular deck and what those herbs are good for. And I may make some health suggestions based off of what I may be aware of when it comes to natural health. I strongly encourage you guys to check out Dr. Eric Berg, E-R-I-C, Eric, and Berg, B-E-R-G. He gives so much great information when it comes to health, okay? And his videos are quick, to the point, and very helpful, okay? You won't regret checking out his channel, all right? Otherwise, if you're having real serious health issues, please go to an actual doctor. Even if you think you can't afford it, if you go to the emergency, they cannot turn you away, okay? So understand that these readings are, you know, while they can give you some, you know, some insight or something, they're not meant to be for you to rely on with your actual health issues, okay? So please don't do that, because that could be possibly dangerous. And I'm not a medical physician. Okay. All right. So, off the bat here, clear the energy. All right. So ring group. Just going off the spiritual energy here, and then I'll get into the actual potential health issues, because this is a health and wellness reading. It could be relating to your physical, mental, emotional, or your spiritual health and well-being. Okay, so it's a lot of things I'm probably going to pick up on. Okay, just off the bat here, 10 of Wands and the hangman, suspended person. You guys are definitely dealing with something that has been kind of tough on you, rough on you, burden. You guys could be taking on a lot, finding challenges, or having a heavy workload, or just a lot of responsibility. And it could be weighing on you or wearing you down. But or some of you, I feel like you're handling it, but it's like you definitely feel it. You definitely, it's never pleasant to have too much, or be taken on too much, or to be burdened in any form. But I definitely see you guys are hanging in there. You're doing the best you can. You're not giving up. You're not running. You're not conceding. Okay? You're literally hanging in there, doing the best you can. And some of you, you're making a go of it. You're not letting it cause you to crumble or fall apart or anything of that. Some of you are hanging in there because you may have a feeling that when the other shoe drop, it's going to be worth it. Or some of you are hanging in there through the difficulty because you're waiting to see what's going to happen or what's going to come from it, or you're waiting for some answers or something like that. Some of you may actually have some hangups, and this is a struggle or a burden from you. There's something you can't get over or get past. Okay. Some of you are waiting for an epiphany, for an idea or something. You're waiting for some insight. You're waiting for an answer. You're waiting to hear about something. And it's killing you because you want to know what the answer is or what's really going on. Okay. Now, in terms of the actual health issues relating to this particular, in this particular reading here, you have prickly ash bark is the herb that is relating to whatever health issue you have. So prickly ash bark is a stimulant and an alterative. And I'm going to look up alterative because I'm not going to pretend to remember what an alterative is. And I don't expect you guys. Some of you may know, but many of you may not. We're not going to pretend. So I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm looking it up here on Merriam-Webster dictionary here. Alterative. Okay. It is a drug used empirically to alter favorably the course of an ailment, causing alteration, an alterant. Okay. So that particular herb, prickly ash bark, is yeah. Lord, I lost my spot here. Okay, yeah. So it's also a stimulant used for circulatory problems, coldness, arthritis, rheumatic disorders, and stiffness. Also used to detoxify the blood. So these are some of the health issues you guys may possibly be experiencing. Okay, circulatory problems, coldness, arthritis, rheumatic disorders, stiffness, and some of you may need to literally detox your blood, or just detox your body overall. Okay. In terms of divinatory meanings, of course, we already went over things being a burden, burdensome oppression, moving from necessity rather than choice. Okay, so those are health issues related in that regard to the prickly ash bark, and with the 10 of Wands there. Now with the hanged man, then the suspended person, the herb that may be relating to a potential health issue is kelp. Okay, so kelp, let's see what kind of health issues that kelp is actually good for, because this is going to tell us what potential health issues you guys may actually have. Okay, and bear with me as I'm looking here for, where is it? Okay, so kelp is a demulcent and a dissolvent of tumors. It can stimulate the thyroid, okay, remove goiters, and stimulate metabolism. So somebody here may be experiencing issues with a tumor that needs to be dissolved. Kelp is supposed to help with that naturally, holistically. It also can help stimulate the thyroid for those of you who may be having an underactive thyroid, if that makes sense to even say that, a thyroid that's probably not doing what it needs to do or whatever. Um, or if you need to remove goiters or stimulate your metabolism if you have a very slow metabolism, get some kelp in your life, okay? All right, so you can find these things at a health food store. Now, prickly ash bark may be hard to come by, so you might have to look online for it as well, Amazon or something, but look in your local health food store. They're more likely to have these things, or look up an herbalist that may be growing these things, who knows. But kelp you should be able to find in a health food store with no issues. You can check Whole Foods. Now I can't guarantee Whole Foods and Fresh Market, Sprouts Market, Trader Joe's, they tend to carry the most popular vitamins and herbs and health supplements, okay? So I always recommend finding an actual local health food store, like a real health food store. And I say real because they tend to carry the more exotic things that you cannot find in a store like, GNC or Whole Foods or your local drugstore. Okay. You may also maybe be able to find these things online, but be careful and make sure that it is coming from a legitimate source. Okay. In terms of metabolism, if you want to speed your metabolism up, green tea and raw honey, matcha, matcha, that is a form of green tea, except it's the whole plant instead of just the leaves. That stuff works wonders. I've been drinking matcha for years. Same thing with green tea. It does actually speed up your metabolism and causes weight loss. And for your food to be better digested. Ginger can help with improving your metabolism. There are a lot of things actually that can help with that, and detoxing is one of them. And intermittent fasting. Look look that up, or you can look up Dr. Eric Berg. Please look that man up. Eric Berg, Berg, Dr. Eric Berg. He has so many videos on so many different health issues. The man is a godsend, okay? Literally. And he gives all these natural herbal remedies, or just natural things you can do, things that are priority in your home, or things you can just go out and get from wherever. And he also tells you how to do intermittent fasting and keto, how you can eat, and that can go hand in hand, and it can help improve your metabolism, help improve your thyroid issues, things of that, whatever is going on. Now, take what resonates and what doesn't. You guys leave it where it is, because some of you may not be experiencing some of those issues. Some of you may be experiencing other issues like emotional or mental or spiritual issues, or situations going on in your life that may be affecting your overall well-being or health, okay? Because your lifestyle does affect your health and your situation you're going through. Now, to get into more of the potential physical issues, let's look at this, okay? So low blood pressure, okay? Low blood pressure, heart, stress. So you guys can see that. Stress, heart, low blood pressure, hip, some issues with the hip, alcoholism, sinus issues, which would make sense around this time, diabetics or pre-diabetic, feet, and lack of activity, laziness, or no exercise is an issue for some of you guys. Now, and I meant to tell you guys this, I have other health and wellness readings. They're all timeless whenever you come across them. If you're meant to come across them, you watch them, pick one. It may point out something for you if any of these don't make any sense. But those are some of the other health issues, you guys. Okay. Now, I pointed this out to the last group, so I'm gonna point it out to you all as well. No, never mind. In fact, I didn't point it out to the last group. What I did was I put it in the intro. Go back to the intro to look at some of the herbal remedies and vitamins that I am suggesting that you guys could take in, because right now, as this is being recorded, we're in the fall season. Now, you could be watching this at any other season. However, these are things you can take any time of year that will keep your immune system boosted and help you prevent illness or help you with illness. Okay. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not making any claims. You can go to CDC, but you can do the research for yourself. Okay. So I'm not making any claims, but based off of my experience with taking these things, because I'm all into holistic health and stuff. I'm not perfect. I eat junk food just like everybody else, but I got Coke right now. I'm gonna drink that once in a blue moon. But you guys, get into natural health, because sometimes you gotta learn how to empower yourself. It's great to go to a regular medical physician, and I, by all means, encourage you guys to go to one if you feel like they can help you. However, if you feel like they haven't been that great of a help, then consider going to a holistic physician and get into holistic health, okay? Because there's a natural cure and health and treatment for everything. All right. Okay. So, getting into the other factors of what may be going on in your health and your well-being, what may be affecting you, other issues you could be possibly going through here is, you guys, you have somebody's definitely deciding to get out. Okay, somebody's definitely deciding to get out more, and be more active, socialize more. I'm sorry. Some of you may actually be wanting to come out of the closet. Now, that's not for everybody, but that is a lifestyle thing that I'm looking at there. So for some of you, what you're going through is literally coming out, and you may be feeling like you want to be more of who you are. For others of you, and it's not necessarily all about your sexuality. It could be about anything, any kind of lifestyle that you may be into or want to pursue that you feel is more authentic for you. Others of you, it's just wanting to get out and socialize more. Okay, whether you're actually doing this or not, that's to be determined. But there's a desire to get out more, where you are getting out more and wanting to socialize more, wanting to have a good time. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm eating Milk Duds, Halloween candy from a little event we went to earlier with my son. Okay. You're not really sure what to really think, I feel like, about either your lifestyle or your social life. Okay. You desire to be fulfilled, though. Okay. With the I'm trying to pick this card up and I can't. It's the Nine of Cups here. You desire to be fulfilled with the Nine of Cups. There's some wish that you've really been hoping, praying, wishing for, trying to manifest, and you really want it to happen. Some of you, I feel like you're looking at all the things you've achieved, because some of you may very well already feel well achieved and feel very proud of what you have, is what I'm looking at here. And you could be really wanting to show off. But then some of you could be wondering, is this something you should do? Or are some of you, I feel like you're really not sure if the things you've already achieved or done is something that is truly what you want, or if it's truly fulfilling for you, and if you should expand more and explore more and really come on out and look, and like really look for what's really going to fulfill you. Because you guys want your 10 of Cups. The Nine of Cups is like a wish you want fulfilled. It's a wish you want to see come to fruition. And the 10 of Cups is actually getting it. For some of you, it's literally having a family. And I feel like some of you, you may have achieved other things in your life, or you may felt like certain other things you desire matter, but then you may be questioning, is this all there is to my life, or can there be more? Am I truly satisfied with what I've already accomplished, what I've already gained, what I've already achieved for myself? Or is there more? And I feel like there's a desire for more, but it's something beyond what you really aimed for originally. So some of you could have just been happy with career success, material success, money, that you may have reached a certain income level or a certain income status or a certain kind of career. You may be feeling like you've done well, you saved up all this money, you have all these investments, you have this and that, the kind of car you want, the kind of house you want, or the ability to get the things you want. You may feel very independent. You may feel proud of yourself, and you may feel like others look at you like you've achieved well. But and it's not that you're not satisfied with what you've gained, but I feel like you want more because what you've obtained. Okay, you feel like okay, I've got all this, but I feel like you're just like I want more, or is there more that you can have, but a different kind of happiness beyond just these things. And I feel like you want love and a family and children, like the whole 9 yards, maybe even a dog to go with it. Some of you, it may not even be that. Some of you may want to be true to who you are and to be able to come out and live the life or the lifestyle that you truly want. And for some of you, it's literally, you may be leaning towards the LGBT community. For others of you, you may be leaning towards something else, like the polyamory community, or some other kind of community. It's not all about your sexuality. It could be about other things as well. I can't imagine what that would be, but there's other things that other people are into that are considered a totally different lifestyle. For some of you, you may just want to go green and completely downsize and get rid of all these material things and live off the land and live in a tiny house. And I know you guys have seen that tiny house movement and people, choosing to live more green and live more, they rather farm the land and all these other things or start a winery while they're living in their tiny home with whoever they're with. Um, some people may want to sell all their things and move way across the other side of the world to live a totally different life. And you're wondering, could this be a possibility for you? You know, whatever it is you want to be content. You desire to be content. And I feel like that's what you guys are aiming for. Um, Interesting enough, you got the Nine of Cups here again, but this time it's in the reverse. It's in reverse, but not in a way that, like I said, I feel like you guys, you're to some degree you're satisfied with what you have obtained or achieved, but it's not enough. When I'm looking at it, it's just not enough for you. Some of you could be literally feeling like you you thought you obtained all that you thought you really desired or wanted, but then when you got it, you just realize, well, is that all there is to it? Like I said again, could there be more that could be more fulfilling in life? You realize that having whatever it is that you aim for isn't all that. It's not all what it's cracked up to be. It's like it's okay, it's not bad, but it's not truly fulfilling you. You still have this gap there where there's more that you want out of life. Okay? Some of you guys, and what's funny is I thought this was the perception card. It's actually the perfection card. But I don't feel I was wrong about the perception part though, because perception is everything. It's the reason why you've reached this point now. Your perception before was, well, if I have this and that and other, I'll be truly happy. But then when you got it, you realize, well, I got it, but I'm not that happy. You probably like, I'm okay. Or some of you are like, you ain't that happy. While some of you, you're like, yeah, that's okay. While others, you're like, well, it's not all I thought it would be. It's not all what you thought it'd be cracked up to be. For some of you, this is the burden, because you're not as happy as you really thought you would be or as happy as you want to be. Some of you, you're okay. You're hanging in there, but some of you are aiming for perfection, but you don't feel like you're getting it, you know? Some of you want more out of life. Some of you want absolute, you know, a beautiful life, but you don't feel like that's what you've gained or what you've received. There's something more that you want or aiming for. Interesting enough here, you guys are not doing a whole lot of I feel like you guys are not really enjoying yourselves. You're not lapping in luxury right now. This man in the upright, he's lapping in luxury. He's living a good life. He's relaxed. He's chill. He's calm. He's in a good place. In reverse, this is somebody who isn't. This is exact opposite. This is someone who's not really enjoying themselves. They're not really that comfortable. You know, not the way they would like to be. This right here is someone who wants, rest. Like you guys may be wanting to take a rest or a vacation. You may want more peace in your life. You may not feel like you're having the kind of peace of mind that you really want to have. I really feel like some of you guys are not really getting time to yourselves to just rest, relax, and have peace. And you could be feeling like you need more of that. And some of you could be trying to gain that. Pleasure is also at the top of your list. You want to enjoy life more in every way possible. And this includes in your love life, in your intimate life as well. Wanting better intimacy, closeness, relationships, love, a family, wanting the rest, relax. Some of you wanting to have a really good time. Some of you, I feel like you definitely want more intimacy or just want to enjoy life more. But there's something you're going to need to compromise on here. There's something you need to make an agreement or an arrangement for. Something you need to, and I feel like for some of you, this is also counseling because I'm looking at, there's a third party there, but this is someone who's overseeing an arrangement, an agreement, a partnership, somebody agreeing on something, somebody reconciling, someone shaking hands, someone making a deal. Okay, that the other person is overseeing this. Now, I don't feel like this is about a third party. I just feel like some of you may want to seek out counseling, therapy. Some of you may just want to reconcile with something or someone in your life. Some of you may want to make an arrangement or agreement. Some of you, I feel like you're struggling to do this because that card just fell out of my hands in reverse. So some of you may not be willing to compromise in order to get the enjoyment, the pleasure, the relationship, the marriage, the kids, the luxury, the leisure, like the opportunity to have fun or enjoy life more. I feel like you guys, some of you want companionship, but you haven't been able to achieve the kind of companionship that you want because you haven't been able to agree with anybody or see eye to eye or find someone who you feel maybe is the most compatible. But this is pointing out that there's a need for compromise. So maybe you need to be more realistic. Maybe you need to be more agreeable yourself. Maybe you need to be able to be agreeable with others and they be agreeable with you. I don't know, but if you're struggling to do that, then you may need to get a counselor or a therapist involved or a spiritual advisor like a pastor or something or somebody you trust to help oversee this. Pray about it as well because I'm looking at a spiritual figure in the corner. So you may need to pray to God about coming together with something or with someone. So you may need to pray over something coming together for you that you may want to see happen, that you may feel will bring you fulfillment, or you may need to pray to, for things for you to be able to reconcile, or for you to be able to forgive each other, or for you to be able to get along, or for you to be able to be agreeable with each other, or for you to be able to see eye to eye and come together. Okay? However you desire to see that happen. But there's some insecurity here because somebody is wearing their heart on their sleeve and allowing their ego to interfere in this situation. And this is blocking your abundance, your prosperity, your happiness, your desires for compatibility, love, fulfillment, enjoyment out of life, better intimacy, whatever it is that you're wanting. It's your ego is blocking it, because you see who's back there? The devil. The devil is back there. And the devil is that one thing that sits there and it talks to you. It's like your ego, and it says, and it makes you wear your heart on your sleeve. It makes a person insecure and say, and think, oh, I can't have this. I can't have that. Oh, I can't let this person get the best of me, or I can't let this or that get the best of me. It make you care about things you really shouldn't care about. Go with what's in your heart and put your ego away. You put that ego away, you put the devil away. You put all that insecurity away. You put that lack of confidence away. Because some of you are feeling like you're feeling unconfident in your ability to gain the things you truly want, that's truly going to make you happy, whether it is love, marriage, commitment, kids, a certain kind of partner, whatever it may be. The ability to, it's also causing you to not be able to compromise, to not be able to be agreeable, to not be able to get along, to not be able to reconcile with something or someone. Or it's causing you to not be able to pursue what you really want, and it's messing with your peace of mind, your ability to enjoy your life. And that's the other thing I'm looking at. You could be feeling insecure about who you are and who you want to be and what you really want out of life, and that could be blocking you from being able to find your true happiness in life and be and do what's really going to make you happy. Okay, don't let that happen to you. Okay, now you have a yes card here, and I want to clarify what the yes is. Sorry, guys. Now this fell out before I could finish. This is the Eight of Swords in reverse. No, not the Eight of Swords. It's the Eight of Wands. I want to say the Eight of Swords because that's the way it appeared to me, but I'm not going to ignore that, because the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's choosing to not be a victim. It's choosing to not point the finger and blame everything and everyone for why you're not happy, or why you're not seeing things turn out the way you want it, or why you're not getting what it is that you want, or why things are not working out, right? So to me, that's pointing out an awareness of that. You understand that you are the problem as to why things haven't been working out the way you want them to, and why you're not truly happy and fulfilled in these areas of your life, or whatever it is that's going on in your life. Okay, but you have also possibility here that with the Eight of Wands here in reverse, that it's not, something is not, hasn't been taking off for you. Okay, something has been very slow or stagnant. You could be feeling stagnant, like things aren't going anywhere. But once again, I feel like you know that you are your greatest deterrent in why things haven't been moving anywhere, or why things haven't been moving forward, or why things aren't looking the way you want them to, or why you haven't truly been able to make this work, or be able to compromise, agree, or reconcile with something or someone, or be able to really live your life freely the way you want. You are in your own way, and you've got to get out of your own way and your own happiness. But I'm going to shuffle again, because that card fell out as soon as I went to pick it up to shuffle, and I didn't really get to shuffle the deck fully the way I truly desire to do so. In a minute, I'm going to close my blinds and turn my lights on, because it's getting dark in here, but it's not so dark to where I can't still do this. And hopefully you guys can still see, but whatever the case, you guys know I picked the card up and show them all to you. So I'm shuffling on this yes. One more shuffle where that card comes out. And like I said, this yes is what I'm shuffling the clarifying card for. I don't get to do readings on my channel often because I'm usually busy, but I still keep this channel open because I feel like whoever the messages reach, they were meant to see them. And my readings are all timeless anyway, because spiritual energy in the spiritual realm is timeless. So those of you who say timeless readings are not timeless, that's boo-fooey, lies. You don't know nothing about the spiritual realm then. They don't have a sense of time. Only we do. So yes, this is the devil card, and it came out sideways. Yes, you have been playing this role in why your life has not manifested to the fulfillment that you truly desire it to, because you've been allowing yourself to hold yourself hostage to material things, superficial beliefs, superficial ways of thinking, superficial desires, um, lower level thinking. You've been allowing yourself to succumb to um, ego. You've been allowing yourself to succumb to, and you've been allowing your ego to take over half the time in situations where you know you shouldn't. You've been allowing insecurity. You've been allowing to take over. You've been allowing the devil to either tempt you in ways you don't need to be tempted in, or to make you feel inferior or less than worthy, or to torture you or taunt you. Okay. Or to lure you or distract you half the time. Be careful, you guys, of being distracted by, like I said, all these superficial things or superficial desires, materialism, whatever. Because when it comes down to your true happiness and contentment, you're gonna completely block your blessings that way. And also, when it comes to you being true to you and who you are, like I said, don't let the devil yank your cord or something and tell you, get back here. Nope, you belong to me. You're not free to live the way you want and do what you want. I'm here to make you feel bad about that. Okay. Because that's literally what I feel like some of you may be experiencing. Okay. Now, moving on. So it's also possible, it's something you guys have been wondering about, if it's a yes or no. And that could also be your answer with the yes. Now I want to get into the advice. Got the Seven of Earth in reverse. Um, so you guys could be, you could have been feeling like things are stagnant. That's telling me that things are no longer going. Um, that also could be telling me because you guys have, I feel like you guys to some degree have lost your interest in wanting to invest in a situation because you don't feel like you'll go anywhere. You feel like it became stagnant, but that's the problem. If you don't invest in your situation or in your life, you guys, I'm gonna have to close these blinds because it's starting to make the picture here look blurry, and I don't like that. But I'm gonna continue to talk. Some of you have been wanting to not invest into the situation any further because you feel like, oh, it's stagnant, it's not going anywhere, it has no potential, there's no growth. But I feel like you guys have done this to yourselves because you're not invested into the situation. Okay. Because you didn't think it was going to grow. In the upright, though, because I always read the advice cards in the upright, it's the Seven of Earth. It's telling you, if you already planted the seeds, if you already started to invest in a situation, you need to be patient. Because when you plant those seeds, they do not grow overnight, and they're not going to grow by themselves. If any of you have tried gardening or owned a plant ever in your life, then you know, if you've done anything related to anything involving any kind of plants, I don't care if it's grass, you know you have to take care of it and nurture it, or it will turn into a hot mess, or it will just die on you. Okay, so I've done gardening, and I already know you're not gonna just plant those seeds and then you don't water the seeds, you don't add any fertilizer to them, you don't check on them, you don't make sure you keep critters away from them, from eating them up. Like, you have to put forth the effort. You have to even look at where you're planting the seeds. Are they the best place? You know, um, because if you don't put them where they can get enough sunshine, then they're not gonna grow. Because you got some plants that can grow in the shade, whereas others need sunlight. So you need to do your research on how can you get this thing to grow? How can you get what you're investing in to grow? You know, so it's telling you seeds will planted. It's a temporary pause in action, you know, but that's because those seeds you planted, they have to grow. Sometimes you have to allow time for things to grow. You can't just cut things off overnight and say, well, this didn't show me what I want overnight. It doesn't work that way. But there's unnecessary worry, is what this card is telling you, okay? Unnecessary worry. Don't worry about it. But make sure you understand when you plant seeds, you need to invest into it and you need to have patience with it, okay? Not be quick to just say, oh, I'm going to ditch it. It's not showing me what I want. And then that's it, okay? No. Unnecessary worry. Seeds well planted. It may be a temporary pause in action, but it's okay. Things are going to continue to grow as long as you invest into it. That's what I know about the Seven of Earth card, okay? Um, if you believe, okay, if you believe something can happen or something will work and you're positive, it can. So it says, if you believe, it's all about what you believe, your manifestation, okay? It's telling you to reach out. You got to reach out. You got to make the effort, okay? Once again, it's telling you to detox. Some of you literally need to physically detox, like get some wheatgrass juice or go get a green blend smoothie. There are some delicious ones out there that have fruit blended in with it that tastes just like fruit juice, but also has greens and things and stuff mixed in with it that will help detox your body. Go get some. It's at every um, grocery store, Walmart, Target, Whole Foods, Sprouts, Trader Joe's, you name it. My favorite brand is Green Machine by Naked, and then Green Goodness by Adwala. There's, you know, you can buy them already freshly made, or get them. You can go to a juice bar and get a fruit and vegetable detox, or get a wheatgrass detox with some ginger. So some of you really need to physically detox your body. Others of you need to just drink a ton of water. Everybody really needs to drink enough water, okay? Because that water is so detoxing to the body and refreshing. You need it. Our bodies are made up of water. If all the water disappeared, we would die. You understand? Do not take water for granted. It can help you. Water can also hold energy. So if you hold a glass of water, get a glass, put some water in it, hold that glass, meditate on it, something positive, and drink it. You never know. It may actually help you because water carries energy. Okay. Um, some of you just need to detox negative habits, negative situations, negative people, and be realistic. Be realistic. Some of you need to detox some of your own negativity, your own negative, your own pessimistic ways of thinking and viewing. Some of you, I'm telling you, and I'm gonna say this because some people are quick to say that somebody else is toxic while failing to look at how toxic they may be. Okay, we can't all be victims all the time. Sometimes you have to look at, are you toxic as well? Or are you toxic and then causing someone else to be toxic? Okay. But if there's anybody toxic in your life, yeah, or toxic situations, detox that as well. But be willing to look at yourself as well, not just others, because it's not always just the other person that may be toxic. You may be toxic as well and maybe causing somebody else to be toxic. But whatever the case is, if you have negative thoughts, or if you're superficial, or if you're judgmental, then yeah, you're going to cause or attract toxicity and toxic situations with anyone, because that's just negative energy, um and you're going to make it hard for somebody else to be positive with you. But at the same time, sometimes you really may have toxic people in your life and you may need to detox them. Okay, it may not be you, it may be them, but also make sure you look at yourself in the mirror. You have a card that says rebel. Okay, do your thing. Be you. Do what you want. Choose a new direction. And choose a new direction sometimes mean maybe go about things from a whole new perspective or a whole new aim. Whether you choose a whole new direction entirely, or you choose to revisit something that you gave up on and try a whole different approach. That also is considered choosing a new direction. Okay. You have quiet time. Okay. And that's telling you take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. And your final card is the artist card. And what you're being told, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career in every area of your life, whatever that artistry is, okay? Because there's different kinds of artistry. It's not just painting. It could also be dance. It could also be music, singing, writing. It could also be other, like I said, kind of ways of being an artist. All right, so that was the Ring Group's reading. That was Group 2. And so I'm going to put all the rest of these cards away. And if you guys could hit the like button and let me know what you think of the reading, you can even hit the dislike button if you want. Whatever the case, I appreciate you guys watching. And the likes help, even the dislikes help. And commenting helps. I like hearing from everybody and knowing how the channel is going, but it also helps the channel to get better views, which is something definitely the channel needs, because I'm not out there putting as many readings out as everybody. So my channel kind of lacks in getting pushed by the algorithm the way other channels would that are putting out videos every day, all day, or consistently. And the more activity that's on my channel, the more likely the algorithm will say, hey, well, let me suggest this channel or this video. So I appreciate you guys that do hit the like button and that do comment, because it helps me out. And share the video as well if you want to share it, if you think it will help anyone, okay? Because I do this as well. I mean, I do it really to help people, but it would be great if it could reach more people, so that I know that my efforts are not going unmissed, because the health readings I really enjoy doing, because I know they really can help somebody, truly. Okay, and, oh, well, okay. I'm going to write down the timestamps real quick, and then I'll jump to the next one, the final group. And if you guys beat me to the timestamps and you post them, I appreciate it. All right. Okay. Final group here is the sheep group. Okay? Sheep group. So, let's see. Sheep group, the third final group. What kind of advisement do you have here? What kind of situation you have going on with your health? And this is about your overall health and wellness and well-being. So that could be your physical health, your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your so I said spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health. Okay, overall. Let's see what we got. And keep in mind that I'm going to point out actual health conditions that you may be physically experiencing, while I'm also going to help, point out what your situation may possibly be that could also be influencing what's going on in your life, because our lives affect our health and vice versa. Health affect our lives. I am using the Herbal Tarot deck here, and I'm going to be using the booklet because each herb on each card points out to a particular health condition. I'm all into holistic health. I'm all in support of modern medicine as well, and I make no claims to be able to give professional medical advice here. If you guys are having real serious health issues, please go to a actual medical physician or a licensed holistic practitioner, if not a licensed medical modern medicine doctor. Okay, if you are having a serious health issue and you feel like you don't have any insurance or you can't afford to go to a doctor, please go to the emergency. They cannot turn you away. Okay. Um, Hopefully they won't though, because I said it's COVID times right now where this is being recorded, but this is a timeless reading because spiritual energy is not limited to the physical time of this world if you know anything about the spiritual realm. Go to the top right hand corner of your screen, click on the three dots, speed settings, 1.5x or 5 or 2x to watch this in half the amount of time. Otherwise, you can't be mad if you've been watching this reading for a long time, okay? And I do appreciate the likes. Thank you guys. All right. So, off the bat, just the energy before I even mention the health issues. You got the World and you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So, you guys are wanting to grow. You're looking to go to the next level. You're looking to expand. Some of you could be looking to get promoted. Some of you, it's literally growth. Others of you just really want things to go to the next level in your life. So if you've been single, you want companionship, or you're ready to finally settle down. For others of you, if you've already been, in companionship, maybe you want marriage, maybe you want kids, maybe you want, for others of you, maybe you want, if you've been working a job or career, you may want to start a business. Some of you may just want to get promoted on your job. Some of you just want growth spiritually. Some of you want growth personally, to push yourself to go beyond in your life for better fulfillment or whatnot. So like I said, some of it's personal growth, but what I'm looking at here also with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, there's some sort of lack of valuable communication that you may not be getting about whatever this is that you want to go to the next level, whether it's a promotion or maybe a job you want, maybe it's wanting to go back to school, maybe it's and you waiting to hear back if you got accepted or not. For some of you, it's about how someone may feel about you and if they really value what you value and want to take things to that next level, or if they can or not. And looking at this in other ways, some of you, I feel like, even though you want some type of growth in some area of your life, you don't feel like you have the tools to do it or to make it happen, or you haven't gained those tools yet. You haven't received them. Okay. You may be waiting for someone to hand you the key or the tools or to open the door for you to gain the opportunity, okay, for things to go that next level or for that growth to happen. Some of you just don't feel like, excuse me, you have it in you to grow. And for some of you, I feel like this is maturity. For others of you, it's just about, you just don't feel like you have the resources or the situation to take things to the next level or grow. Now, let's look at the actual, like if you have physical health issues or some other kind of health issues, let's look at what that may be. So, and this, I feel like this is definitely something real or something serious going on here in your life, but you got comfrey. That's the herb here that is connecting with this card. So let's see how this herb would help a particular type of health ailment. So comfrey is a demulcent. It's vulnerary, promotes healing. Vulnerary means promotes healing. It's a tonic and an alterative. Comfrey is used both internally and externally to unite torn flesh and broken bones. So some of you could have gotten into some really bad accident, or had had something to happen to you that really caused you to seriously get hurt and injured, in which there may be issues with torn flesh and broken bones, um, internally or externally, in which um, comfrey is supposed to be able to promote healing with that. Okay. um, and like I said, I don't want my video flagged for this. People have the opportunity. Let me plug my phone in before it dies on me. Crap. This phone never gives me warning. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm so glad I was able to catch that. My phone was about to die. It didn't give me no warnings. But yeah, you guys have the opportunity to go online, do your research, go to the library, go to a bookstore, and do your research, okay? But I'm going based off of what the author is saying here, okay? I do have herbalism books, but this reading would be so much longer if I pulled those out, okay? But it's also pointing out that the tea of the leaf of comfrey is a cooling alternative against fevers and lung infections. Okay. An alternative, from what I gathered looking up before on the Merriam-Webster, it helps you eliminate, I think, toxins or whatever that can help you be relieved of fevers and lung infections. Okay. And doing so through the urine. But so some of you may have a fever or a lung infection. And right now, that's not an uncommon thing, because this is right now when I'm doing this reading, it's fall time. It's COVID is still going on. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across it, if it applies, it applies. But it makes sense right now, especially. Okay. Because COVID is known to have the lung infections, fevers, those kind of things. But so is, a cold or, you know, um, flus, whatever. Okay. Any of in whatever, or infections and things. Okay. So if you're having a fever or a lung infection, you think you may have COVID. If and I'm saying this, if you're one of those people that's been turned away from the hospital, they don't want to treat you for whatever reason, or you're afraid to go to the hospital, though the responsible thing they would say is to go. That's completely up to you. That's not up to me. But if for whatever reason you just decide that's not for you, then and you're into herbalism and holistic health, and that's how you want to treat your health, then a holistic practitioner may recommend comfrey to you. Based off this book, that's what it's basically saying. But I'm not responsible for whatever you guys decide to do. Please seek out a holistic physician. Look up Dr. Eric, Eric Berg, Berg, or look up, he has videos here on YouTube for free with all kinds of tips. And he breaks it down medically, why these things will work for you. Vitamins, herbs, eating a certain kind of way, intermittent fasting, you name it, okay? You can also look up holistic practitioners in your area, or you can go to your regular physician, doctor, urgent care, whatever it is you need to do, okay? Just use uh, use good common sense and choose wisely, okay? Don't look at these readings as your medical advice, okay? They're here literally for, entertainment or insight or whatever. And that you will find that description box below. But something else that could be possibly going on with you guys is the root is taken, the comfrey root is taken as a demulcent for ulcers. So somebody may be experiencing ulcers, internal injuries as well. It can help with the bleeding, as well as to moisten and strengthen the lungs. Okay? So keep that in mind. Symbolically, used for healing, pulling things together both within oneself and in one's outer circumstances. Okay. To unite, to join together, to encompass the whole, supreme feeling of union, healing, and success. Okay. So that's what we can gather from the world card with the comfrey herb in terms of potential health issues. So let's look at the Page of Pentacles here in reverse with the blue flag herb. Okay, and these are pictures of what the herbs would look like in terms of their illustrations, you guys. That's the other thing I love about these cards. That's so unique. So there we go. Page of Pentacles here with the blue flag herb. Um, and by the way, you guys, you would have to go to a serious health food store to find some of these herbs, like blue flag. I've never even heard of blue flag before, even though I'm into holistic health. I thought I knew all the herbs. I've never heard this one before. Comfrey, I've definitely heard of. But even with comfrey, you still would have to go to a health food store to find it. Okay? Because you may or may not find it in Whole Foods. You might not. You may not find it in Sprouts. You might not. You may or may not find it at GNC or the drugstore. It depends. Some may have it, some may not. So you may have to go to a outright health food store or go to Amazon to find it. But make sure you get it from a safe source, okay? When you go online looking for herbs. But blue flag, the herb, it's an alternative diuretic. Um, I can't even pronounce that. I ain't remember. It's a laxative as well. Promotes salivation. The root is used for all chronic and acute liver disorders and for blood purification. Okay. So these are some particular health issues you guys may have. Some of you may be constipated and therefore you need something that's going to be like a laxative. Smooth Move Tea by Traditional Medicinals, and you can find it in Walmart. You may find it at Target as well. You may find it in your grocery store in the health tea section, maybe in the regular tea section. You can find it on Amazon, Walmart.com. You can find it in probably most health food stores, Whole Foods, those kind of things. Okay, Sprouts. Something else you could take is what do you call it? And I know what it's called. Because this is what you'll find in Smooth Moon Tea. It's what is it called? Well, in there you'll find ginger, fennel, and oh my gosh, why can't I remember what it's called? And I know what it is. I'm just gonna pull it up. I can't remember. I know it is, but the name is not on the top of my head for whatever odd reason. It's just weird. There it is, Cineleaf. I don't know why I couldn't think of it before. Cineleaf. Cineleaf will definitely unconstipate you, okay? But if you don't take it with fennel and ginger and marshmallow root or one or the other, you will feel it, okay? You will feel all that bloating and the discomfort. So marshmallow root or fennel to go with that, Cineleaf, or just get the Smooth Move tea because it's formulated with all of that in it, okay? Yeah, so that's for those of you who are constipated. Promotes salivation. Okay, so some of you that may have dry mouth and whatnot. Okay. Some of you guys that, like I said, you may not be able to find blue flag. So something else you could use for promoting salivation. You can take coconut oil or castor oil and put some of that in your mouth, swish it around, swallow it. By the way, that will also help you get unconstipated, go to the bathroom. Um, and drinking enough water. Now, if you look up, like I said, Dr. Eric Berg here on YouTube, ERIC, Eric and Berg, BERGE, or Dr. Mendel, they have so many natural holistic health remedies. They know what vitamins, herbs, and they even tell you how to eat healthy to deal with these kind of issues, okay? And they're licensed professional holistic practitioners and chiropractors and things, okay? So look them up. All that free advice on YouTube. Now, also, the root is used for all chronic and acute liver disorders and for blood purification, okay? If you're having acute liver issues, you may want to detox. Yogi Detox Tea and Traditional Medicinals also has a detox tea that can help detox the liver and help with blood purification, okay? You can find those teas in Walmart. You can find them in Target. You can find them in your local grocery store, Whole Foods. fresh, Sprouts and Fresh Markets and whatnot, and regular health food stores. Okay. Also, now because this card is in reverse, is pointing out a lack of true purpose and self knowledge. So once again, I think I did say before that some of you guys, you want growth in some area of your life, or you want things to go to the next level, but you may not feel like you have the skills or the know-how to get there or to do this, or feel like you're in a position to go to that next level. Okay. Um, so let's move on forward to talk about the other potential health issues that you guys may be experiencing, and then we'll talk about your overall situation that's going on in your life that may be affecting your overall health and wellness, because other things going on in your life can affect your health and your wellness. Okay, so we have somebody here sleep deprived, and take what resonates, what doesn't. Leave it exactly where it is, you guys. By the way, I hope you went to the top right hand corner of your screen, clicked on the three dots, click on the speed settings, put on either 1.5x or 2x, so that you can watch the video in half the amount of time and still be able to hear everything. Because my readings are extensive, but it's a lot of information, okay? But I don't know if that truck that drove by was too loud, but some of you may be sleep deprived. Some of you may be in an unhealthy environment or around unhealthy people that may be toxic. Some of you may be experiencing soreness. Some of you may be experiencing anemia, in which, if you're experiencing anemia, eat some beets or get you some iron supplements. Though they say iron supplements, my doctor once told me that iron supplements can make you age and can also cause you constipation. And they said it was better to get iron out of your food. So beets, eating liver, eating certain kind of red meats, though liver is the highest form of iron you can get out of a meat. Um, Eating certain kinds of greens, like I think it's spinach, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but go check out Dr. Mandel or Dr. Berg here on YouTube. Okay, they have so many videos on things you can eat to help with your anemia. Okay, um, disappointment, heartache, sadness, food addiction. I know about that. I don't have food addictions anymore. Well, let me stop lying. Fast food gets me. Fast food gets me. Okay. Some of you definitely need to stop some bad habits or desire to stop bad habits. And head pain. Some of you may be experiencing head pain. I just want to say, if it's head pain from a sinus headache, and how you know if it's a sinus headache or not is where the pain in your head is coming from. If it's coming from the front part of your head, it likely is more related to a sinus headache, in which you will need to put a what do you call it? What do you call those things that puts the steam out there, and you put the vapor rub and all that? I don't, a humidifier. A humidifier may help with that. Also, you're going to need to drain your sinuses out. Now, I learned we eat spicy foods to help drain out the sinuses. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is you could get some over-counter medications like Mucinex or whatever. You could also get a saline wash to help clear out your sinuses, but you would need to use a neti pot, or a neti pot as they call it. Look up on YouTube how to use a neti pot, or what a neti pot is. It runs the saline fluid or the sea salt water through your nasal passage into the sinus cavity and right back out. Okay. There's other ways, like being in, like I said, sometimes I like to just stand in a nice warm or hot shower and let that steam work on me, and that helps the nose to run a bit. Okay. But if you're having any other kind of head pain, you may want to pay attention to what part of your head is hurting. That's going to tell you a lot about, where what's causing the head pain. Okay, but for some of you, I got a feeling you need the detox. Some of you just need to just chill and relax. Some of you need to clean up your diet, clean up your health. Um, like I said, check out Dr. Eric Berg and Dr. Mendel. You won't be disappointed. Um, they're here on YouTube. So let's look at what else is going on in your situation that could be affecting your health and overall wellness. So you guys have a lack of expansion, okay, but you're taking accountability for it with the victim card in reverse. I feel like you guys know that you're holding yourself accountable for why things are not moving forward, or why things are not going anywhere, or why you feel like you're not able to expand. I feel like you guys, you've been holding back, or you've been holding out, or you've been holding yourself back in some form. And it has something to do with your self esteem and your confidence. You guys could be struggling with your self esteem and your confidence, and feeling like maybe you don't deserve. Yeah, I feel like maybe you guys don't deserve what it is that you're trying to do, or you want to do, or feeling like you just feel like you don't have what it takes, but that may not be true. Okay, some of you have experienced a loss, whether it is currently or in prior situations or prior times of your life. And this could be haunting you and holding you back, and feeling like, well, things didn't work out before, or this or that happened, or feeling hurt because either you lost something or lost someone, or things fell apart, things, didn't work out, or things didn't go your way. Um, so some of you could be definitely still grieving, or still not over whatever this is. You guys, you have exhaustion here, feeling tired. Some of you sick to your stomach. Some of you worn out. Some of you feeling like you just can't really push forward. Some of you have literally lost your steam in your air. Some of you guys, though, you're very biased. You're choosing to not be unbiased or more balanced in your thinking, or in your views, or in your perception, which is interesting, because you guys, you're not a victim in your situation. You're the reason for why things have not moved forward, or why things haven't gone where you want them to, or why you haven't been able to expand or go to that next level, or obtain whatever this is that you're trying to get. But yet you feel biased here. You're very biased. You're very much in a judgment stage here. Um, Whether you're judging yourself, or you're judging others, or both, judging a situation, you're not able to see things from a clear perspective. You're not able to see things from a balanced perspective. Your judgment is skewed. Your perception is off. That's not good. Okay. Um, Page of, wands in reverse, page of staff in reverse. Um, there's definitely no communication here. So you could be not talking to anyone, no one talking to you, not hearing anything. Um, if you were expecting to hear anything from anything or anyone, or about something, it's not coming through. Or if you were knowing you need to communicate, or expecting someone to, it's not here. It's not happening. Or it hasn't come through. You got the warrior card. So there's conflict here. Either is conflict within you, or is conflict with others, and that could be the very reason why there's no communication. You're at war with yourself, or war with someone, or at war with the situation. It's not good. I'm hearing for some reason you're standing your ground, and that's why there's no communication. You also could be wanting to fight for something, or trying to fight for something. That's another thing I'm getting here. But you have 4 swords in the reverse. So you're definitely not choosing to take this laying down. That's for some of you. While others of you, you're just choosing to not take a break from this. I feel like you guys do still want to fight for whatever this is. For some of you, I feel like you just can't take a break or take a rest. Another reason why you're exhausted. Some of you are either unable to get this break or this vacation you may need. Maybe you can't afford to because you don't have the time or the luxury, or you're needed, or you have to do what you got to do, or things have to be taken care of, or you literally just don't know how to sit down, chill, and relax, or to take it easy. There are some secrets here that you're holding close to your chest, something you're not revealing, something you keep into yourself. Or you could be feeling like there's secrets being kept from you, one or the other. Something hasn't been revealed or needs to be revealed. Four of Cups in reverse, choosing to have gratitude, choosing to appreciate whatever you have or whatever is given. That's a good thing, at least, because if it was in the opposite way around, you would have an attitude of ingratitude. But right now, I feel like you're trying to appreciate whatever it is that you do have, whatever you have been blessed with, whatever your situation is, and not be feeling down about it, but and not whine or complain. Now, not the Ace of Swords, but you have the Queen of Swords here, and this is gender neutral, so um I feel like you're looking at, there's some things you may need to really evaluate, look at, and you may need to um cut down to the surface of what's really true or what's really necessary. And that's very specific here in this reading, because normally I look at this as you need to cut away what no longer serves your purpose, and that still may be true here, but in this case it feels like you need to cut down to the surface and really look at things wholeheartedly. um should you look at things from a rational perspective? Yes, that would be beneficial here, but also don't forget to um use your heart also. Okay, a lot of times a Queen of Swords will make a head over heart decision. Here I feel like you may need to do both. It may benefit you, because your self-esteem is based too much off of ego rather than connecting with your heart, which will connect you to connect with your spirit. Go with what's in your heart, connect with your spirit. That connects you to the divine source, the higher power that will help you see yourself through the divine creator's eyes, in which that will resolve your self-esteem issues or your confidence issues, and help you heal, help you recover, help you go for the things you really want, so that you can expand and empower yourself. Okay, so the only thing left to go from here now is with your advice cards. So you're being told to focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. Take advice from someone creative. This is the King of Fire. You know, that's someone who's ambitious, they're confident, and they're motivated. Okay. Um, they also are charismatic, and they can be idealistic. Okay, but don't get too carried away. Um, you're being told to love your body. This card was in reverse. I only read these cards for the advice in the upright, but I always pay attention to the direction that they come out in, because it says a lot about the energy. And if it came in reverse, it's saying that you do not love your body. That's very apparent because self-esteem issues here. Okay. And if you're unhappy with let's say the way God made you, because this isn't always about health. Sometimes it's about your weight. Sometimes it could be about just even if you're not having weight issues, it could be some people they're not happy with, like some women may not be happy with the fact that they have smaller breasts or not any breast at all, or some may have breasts too big. Some may feel like they have a stomach or a pouch on them. Others may feel like they don't have any hips or a butt, or they may feel like their nose is too wide, or their lips are too narrow, or whatever, you know, or their hair is a certain kind of texture or whatever, or they don't think they're cute. But you gotta love the body you're in and appreciate you. Okay. um See yourself through the creator's eyes, not through the eyes of the world that says you should look this way or that way. You may want to tune away from social media, because social media is so freaking toxic, you guys. You have no clue how toxic it is. There are apps on there that can literally make you look totally different than what you are, or supposedly make you look better than what you are. I didn't even realize those apps were on there like that, but I was gonna post a picture of my hair, because I had just gotten my hair done, and this is recent. And I was playing around with, you know, the app, and I end up on some filters, and I said, "Oh, just out of curiosity," and then bam, there's a filter that literally instantly gave me blue gray eyes, a more narrow nose, and a plumper lips, literally. And I was like, what? Even gave me some rosy cheeks and everything. Like, it literally contoured my face to look totally different. Okay, it made my face look totally different. Was it a bad look? No, it definitely was a different look. But I said to myself, okay, well, the group, the gray blue eyes are cute, even though I normally have brown eyes. But I'm like, I'm fine with my lips. And I like my brown eye color. Though I may actually try some eye contacts. But if I do so, it's because I just want a different look for, fun or for fashion, but not because, much like how I have a different hair color. I got bored of dark hair color, so I have blonde hair color. You probably can't see that right now, but if you looked at the very beginning of the video, you definitely saw me, at least for a second, and saw that I had blonde hair. But it has nothing to do with me, thinking, oh God, I didn't look good with dark hair. No, I still think I look great with dark hair. It's just that I got bored and wanted to try something different. So what I'm trying to say is get off of social media, because I found that feature on the app to be incredibly dangerous. Thank God I'm a person who is wise enough to know better. Hey, you know, I don't need an app to make me look better. I don't need an app to give me a more narrow nose, more plump lips, and a different eye color to look cuter. Okay? You got young people on there, they don't know better. Hell, you got people in their 30s and their 40s, they're still on there looking for perfection. And not just perfection in themselves, but also in potential partners. Stop it, you guys. Like, for real, stop. Stop looking for ideal versions of yourselves and ideal versions of others on social media. It's toxic, because you can have a perfect person right in front of your face, but you won't recognize them or appreciate them because you're too busy looking at Instagram models, both male and females, no matter who you are. Okay. You may not appreciate yourself because in your own beauty, because you're too busy looking at Instagram models, both males and females, thinking you should look like this if you're a guy, you should look like this if you're a female. That's who's getting all the likes, that's who's getting the most suitors, or that's who's the most appealing. Half of them are using apps. Half of them, they really did work hard for their bodies or their looks. Other half, some of them, they got their looks naturally. Others, they went and got procedures done. Some of them using apps. Like, you can't believe everything that you see on social media. So please love yourself and get your self-esteem back, okay? Um, this says ask for help from others, okay? And this is telling you your situation will improve. Turn on the light. And I just help you guys turn on the light. I'm trying to point out to you guys, do not judge your life or yourself based off of outer circumstances, such as what you think is going on in the world, or comparing yourself to other people. Once again, get off of Facebook, get off of Instagram, especially Facebook, because everybody likes to compare themselves to other people in their lives and things. Looking at Facebook, such and such got married, such and such had kids, such and such, got this and that going on. They got a career, this kind of career. They got a promotion. They making this kind of money. They just got a new car, a new house, a new boot. Like, get off of there, you guys. It's so toxic. I've been off of Facebook for the past 4 to 5 years, and I do not miss it. The moment I got off of there, I didn't miss it. Literally. And I didn't even get, I had been planning to get off there myself, but then something came in, the divine interfered, and bam, I was off there just like that. And you know what? I was glad. I said, I don't want to be back on there. And I haven't looked back since. I feel better, you know? Infinite abundance. Okay? You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. Find out, you guys, what your divine life purpose is. That's going to be really important, crucial for you. Infinite supply. Another one. Okay? You are supplied for today and all your tomorrows. So you guys are not going to be without, even if you think you're lacking right now. Okay? In whatever area of your life, whether it's financially or in some other area of your life. Okay? Um, you know, it says stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. You have a bright future. So you guys, those of you who want companionship, marriage, kids, children, to make better money, better career, to enjoy life more, those things are going to come for you. Just keep pushing forward. You have compassion. Release judgments about yourselves and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Now, I mentioned this before that you guys, you're not impartial, you're biased. You hold judgment. You're judgmental, not only of others, but of yourselves and your situations. And this is telling you to don't do it. Have compassion for others. Have compassion for yourself. Release judgments about yourself and others, okay? Focus on the love and light that is within everyone, including you, okay? So that's a great reading and a great way to end it. So I appreciate you guys. Hit the like button, comment, let me know how you feel about the reading. Check out the other readings I have on my channel. They're all timeless. That's if you feel moved to do so. Even if you don't like the readings, you hit the dislike button. But when you hit the like button, you guys are helping promote the video and you're helping promote the channel. Okay? And when you comment, you're doing the exact same thing. And I really want these videos, especially, and I mean especially the health readings, to reach as many people as possible, because I enjoy doing the health readings the most because I know they're going to benefit someone in some positive form. And unfortunately, YouTube's algorithm, thanks for the likes, you guys. Unfortunately, YouTube's algorithms are, they do not promote your channel or your videos unless you get likes. And the more likes you have, the more comments and the more views, the more likely they are to share your videos. And I'm not doing it for popularity. I'm really doing it because I only do the readings when I feel absolutely moved to do so. And I literally this weekend have been feeling like I need to do a reading. I need to do a reading. And what I always discover and find out, there's somebody who needed to see the reading. Even if only 10 people saw it, somebody always comes forward and they either email me or something or whatever, and or comment and say, hey, I really needed that. So I appreciate you guys when you hit the like button and you comment. I'm probably gonna do, I know I have other readings that I'm going to continue to do on the channel. I rotate them. I do collective readings, love readings, general readings, work and career, but I especially love, like I said, I especially love doing these health readings. So I'm going to get off of here. Much love to you guys and appreciate you. If you beat me to the timestamps, please post them. I greatly appreciate it. If not, I will still post them anyway. Peace. How do I...